Construction, buildings and waste, as sectors are often overlooked when compared with energy and agriculture for their massive contributions to emissions and the damage they do to our planet. But not in Rwanda. Here the nation is taking gradual but consistent steps to create an ecosystem fit for green businesses. Welcome to Doing Business in Rwanda. A very happy new year. In this episode, we bring you a ground report on Rwanda's journey to going green. Stay tuned.
Rwanda has recognized the importance of innovation as the solution to the negative impact of climate change by committing to the Paris Action and commitments towards a green and climate-resilient economic growth model. Among its green actions, Rwanda is paying deserved attention to its construction and building sector. And to tackle this domestically, ADHI Rwanda provides green certified affordable housing in Kigali through sustainable construction methods and materials.
There is not miracle. What we came is that we put together a lot of innovations that were there, but we adapted the African mentality. We manufacture 70% of our houses. And what we are trying in Rwanda, with the government of Rwanda, to come with a solution that not only is affordable, but also sustainable.
ADHI Corporate is a construction company established more than 10 years ago in Gabon. It expanded into the Rwandan market in 2020 after recognizing Rwanda's strong stance towards achieving sustainable development through green tech.
A country first of all open on innovations. So whoever has an innovation and wants to express himself in Rwanda can find a land that can help. Government incentives are very important in order to lower the prices. You have to give incentives on customers, on future income taxes. The government is making everything possible for any developer to be in a situation that he doesn't feel that he is alone. Africa must be built by Africans. No one can come to impact you in your house. So the solution must come from African developers.
ADHI plans to construct more than 2,400 housing units in Kigali in 5 phases. The first phase, currently under construction, will see about 250 units complete by mid-2023. This will boost the government's goal for urbanization at 35% by 2024.
The project is divided into 2 sectors. There's the infrastructure and housing. And the housing part has 5 phases, which hope to deliver almost 2,300 homes, but they're divided into 5 phases. The 5 phases is approximately 250 houses, of which we're executing now, and we're going to be delivering it next year, maybe by March, April. The infrastructure involves actually more of roads, wastewater treatment, utilities, which require the sewer, irrigation, landscaping, potable water, and storm.
The sector's operational energy-related CO2 emissions increased 5% over the 2020 levels and 2% over the pre-pandemic peak in 2019. Joseph breaks down for us further what they are doing differently to decarbonize the sector.
Right from the foundations, the finishing of the houses are environment friendly, We are using steel. Steel can be recycled to make another product. We are using plastic to do the foundation. It can be recycled. When it comes to retaining walls, we are not using stones. We are using geosynthetic materials. It's also very friendly. It's green. We are using the natural soil to build back the retaining walls. We are using light steel to build structures of houses. And we are using light concrete, which is the plastic polytherm, to do the light concreting. In that way, we are using only 20 to 35% of cement. The rest is natural things we are using on the side. So basically, we can say that 60% of the material we use, we are manufacturing by ourselves. The 40% we import and transform, then we can use on the project. It has zero waste of materials and it's environment friendly. And it's easier to use.
In addition to the affordable homes, ADHI corporates alongside the government of Rwanda have established a training academy for students who receive on-site competence-based training to prepare them for future employment opportunities.
With the government also, we created an academy that train our workforce that will be employed after by us, but a certification also that it is well recognized also on all Commonwealth. So in the future, Africa maybe can export also workforce, because everywhere workforce is needed.
Kwitonda Sergio, a fresh graduate from the University of Rwanda with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering, is passionate about construction, and he joined the academy because he has a strong sense of responsibility towards reducing emissions.
I was observing the challenges we are having, the impact our industry is making to the environment. It will create much jobs because is more faster, first of all. That means sometimes projects sometimes when you are using conventional materials, you can build a house within a month or 2 months where is not even one story, just a single dwelling. So in fact, we're using these steels. We will not depend on any season. Means you'll be always working.
Green investments in Rwanda are not limited to any sector. Over the past decades, governments have transformed their economies into drivers of sustainability. To ensure that green growth are core principles in Rwanda's future growth and development, in 2012, the government of Rwanda partnered with the Global Green Growth Institute for inclusive, climate-resilient green cities and infrastructure development.
One of the key roles that we play in such our approach to work as a trusted advisor to the government is to ensure that issues related to green growth, climate action, is not seen as an afterthought. So Rwanda happened to be one of those countries that started prioritizing mainstreaming climate action and green growth into its policies, strategies, and implementation.
Rwanda achieved impressive GDP growth of about 9% per annum between the year 2000 and 2014. As a result of this growth, the country is experiencing high urbanization rates concentrated in its capital, Kigali. The GGGI team is supporting the government in its transition towards an inclusive green economy through different projects.
Urban planning. How do you design a master plan that is sustainable? How do you think about the people when it comes to how your cities are, developed? And we are not only doing this at the national level, but we've done this at the subnational level with the 6 secondary cities, and now we are also expanding to the new satellite cities that are set up in Rwanda. So within urbanization also, we have projects on waste to resource. Currently, we are working closely with the Ministry of Environment and the city of Kigali, as well as Ministry of Infrastructure, to do a demonstration project on how you can turn waste to resources.
The project aims to introduce and integrate circular economy approaches to the way that we treat waste. So it looks at sustainable waste management from a holistic perspective. And the main interventions are at the Nduba dump site, which is the main dump site for the city of Kigali and serving the most people in Rwanda. But it also looks at ways that we can valorize waste from e-waste streams and also plastic. So there's lots of different informal and formal recycling companies that are in operation in Rwanda. And part of the project is to look at ways that we can mobilize green investment for those initiatives. So we're really trying to work with a multitude of different types of stakeholders so that we can reach not only at the household level, but also the waste collecting companies, as well as capacity building for some of the large-scale waste producers, such as commercial buildings, hotels, and those types of stakeholders.
There is a growing recognition of potential economic benefits of applying a circular approach to urban organic waste management. However, data on the estimates of the quantity of resources and the potential market value is still limited.
So at the moment, since we're halfway through, we've done a number of assessments looking at gender, but also a baseline for e-waste generation and some of the opportunities for investment. What are the capacity needs for the different stakeholders in the sector? So the impact will be that we can have a better understanding of what is entering the dump site, the different waste streams, what can be valorized, what can be reutilized, and ways that we can process that.
From changing consumption patterns to making important employment choices, green pathways are opening up and young people now have the opportunity to reimagine work in the green economy. GGGI works with the Rwanda Greenpreneurs Network to further equip them.
Our role as an organization is to mentor, to capacitate these young entrepreneurs, first to understand what it means to do a green business model. That mindset shift is really important for one to not only look at the challenges from the financial aspect, but also from the capacity point of view. We should be having like 120 members. When I talk of members, it should be like individual, but we have partners who are like the more established institutions that are running incubators, accelerators, or those who are even investing. So even when you have a niche, you can come front within the network to collaborate with the others to make sure that you don't work in silos.
That was all for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Have a good evening.